Okay.
Rosie does talk a big game, though.
You can't be acting like, woe is me, nobody likes me, when you're nosy Rosie and you stir shit up.
Oh, I like that
You're
one,
running your
Nosy
mouth.
Rosie. Yeah.
Run in your mouth.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode number 5, Schooner or Later. But before we do that, I would like to do my call to action. Thank you to everyone who subscribed on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And everyone who has not, please head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and tell your friends. That's that. So, Schooner or Later? I mean, I guess because of the boat. I don't particularly love the title of this one. I think Polo was really way more action at the Polo match than there was on the Schooner, in my opinion, but that's just me.
I mean, schooner, okay, so you're doing a play on words of sooner or later, but what's sooner or later have to do with the episode either?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So we start out at Alicia's house. She's putting flowers together, and Joellen and Liz are coming over, and we find out that Joellen's grandfather had just passed away, and he was 100 years old, and
God
she was
bless.
very close to him. God bless is right. That is a blessing to have a 100-year-old grandfather. She's very close to him ever since her father passed, and this happened when she was away on her business trip in Chicago, so she got a call, but she was able to FaceTime with him before he passed, which is a blessing. It's an absolute blessing. Thank God she was able to. Thank God for technology, to be quite honest with
Yeah.
you.
In
'Cause
that
that's-
case, for sure.
And even with my father, that's how I was able to say goodbye to my father before he passed too, is my brother and I did it through FaceTime because, just couldn't get there in time, Thank God. Thank God for technology. So that's why Joellen's trying to put these flowers together for, at least trying to put the flowers together for Joellen, and Liz shows up with her flowers already put together. I know we had talked about, actually in the first episode, I said Joellen was the Teresa person, but then after Alicia had her table flip moment, you said it's her. She's the Teresa. She is you're right. She is 100% the Teresa, doppelganger. She is so many things about her.
When she asked, should I bring the champagne over? And Liz says, yes, a little hair of the dog. And she turns around and says, the dog's at my mother's house.
I love it.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. She's fucking
know.
TV gold.
She's
I
great.
know.
TV gold.
She is. I so love her. I don't know if you guys got to watch her after show, but her talking on the after show.
Yeah, I watched it.
She was trying to talk about JFK Jr. and she was saying George Jefferson.
Yes.
George
God.
Jefferson. I was just
great.
like, what?
Yes.
She's
And it's
going to
not
lean
made up.
into this now, though. She's going to lean into this.
You think so?
Yes.
It's who she is, though. It's who she
fine,
is.
but she's going to lean into it.
All right.
I
we'll
am
see.
here for it. I told you she's my favorite. I still stand by it. She makes me laugh. And that's what I like to do when I watch this show. I like to laugh. I do. I like to laugh.
I hope she stays the light-hearted, funny person she is.
That she is, right.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean,
morph.
we are only 5 episodes in, but I so see her staying like this because the fact that
I do too.
she went from 0 to 100 and then was hugging her 5 minutes later.
Right.
Who does
Which
that?
is-
Who does that?
Not something the other one would do. So
No.
there is
No.
a little bit
There
of a
is that.
difference. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. We see Rulla's on the phone with her office. Didn't need to see that. Rosie's talking to her dog while she's getting up her little production studio setup. That really was not relevant. But I did like her FaceTime with her friend Anthony, who's inviting the girls and her over for a birthday party for Jack on a boat.
But wait, it was the best because in the beginning when they were at Alicia's house and she was
Mhm.
saying how she kind of felt bad that she called Rosie a hoa, but she
I
said,
know.
but she said, We just say it 'cause it feels good.
I know. She did.
Right. Right. I was like, "Oh my god, you are so right."
Yeah.
It's so funny too, because when you look at the closed captioning, they put HOOAH. Like, that's what they put. Like, that's what they put. How she says it. I'm like, this is hysterical. It's hysterical.
That's
Yeah, that's
funny.
great.
That's funny.
It really is. So Alicia and Liz are telling Joellen what happened with Rosie at the Explorer Trail. And Joellen asked, like, well, did Rulla, talk about her at all? And Liz said that Rulla at this point is like low-hanging fruit. Like, she's going through a lot. Let's just let it be. I don't listen, I agree with Liz. Like, let's just let this be. But
Mhm.
I mean, Joellen at this point is like a dog with a bone.
She's a
So,
dog with a
Yes.
bone.
She's a dog with a
right?
She's a
bone.
dog with a bone.
She is a friggin' FBI agent.
Yes.
She's an
But, like,
FBI agent.
unnecessarily. Like,
Absolutely. But I
I mean,
also think that do I think that Brian has cheated on Rula? Yes. But do I also think that it's so much of a storyline and so, like, pushed
too
for
much.
that? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much. And I just think it's funny, and this is production. This is Joellen's storyline. Rula is Joellen's storyline for
Absolutely.
first season. I mean, she's really
Mhm.
not doing herself any favors. But at some point, somebody is going to dig into your husband's past. And judging by the scene with your sister, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
it has
surprise me.
potential to be bad. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not a full-on affair, but I'm just saying, I
No,
get
I
that
agree
vibe
with you.
from him. So if I were her, I might settle down a little bit.
Well, it
I
is a
totally
show.
agree. Yeah, it is a show.
It is a show.
But I agree with Liz because Liz is like instead of Rula denying, just say, "Listen, this is my relationship. I appreciate you, but I will figure this out."
Right.
Right.
I'll do what I need to
Right.
do as I
Right.
see fit, how to do it. Whatever
Yes.
I'm putting up with, I'm putting up with. It's my gig.
Yes.
Back the fuck off. And then that's it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
Well,
again,
the
it's a
interesting
show.
thing about that, it is a show, and I totally agree with that. But on the after show, Joellen said, if Rula just said to me, this is what it is, and just let it be, I would have let it go. But she kept saying to me, if you've got proof, bring me proof. And then I kept bringing her proof, and she kept,
Saying
refuting it.
right, saying, "Oh, it's not
So,
enough."
I
Right.
She's
mean,
not
like,
wrong. She's not wrong.
right. No, she's not. Like, she was perpetuating it herself. So, it is what it is at this point, right? Like I said, she's a dog with a bone, and Rula's feeding into it.
Yeah.
Then we're at Kelsey's house, and Ashley comes over, and when she walks in the house, she's like, "Oh my god, like, this could be the bachelor mansion. Like, actually, there could be 2 bachelors in this house," which, I mean, that's saying a lot because she's been in the bachelor mansion, so
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Now, it
Yeah.
was interesting because in the scene before that, or maybe it was during this whole hair thing, where they show Ashley is at her sister's house getting her hair done.
Laying on the counter.
I've never seen this before in my life. Never in a million years have I ever seen anybody lay on a kitchen counter to get their hair in the sink. I've seen people stand in front of the sink and bend over. I've seen people sit in a chair and bend their head back, but I've never encountered anyone laying on a kitchen counter to get
But
their hair.
as you were watching it, weren't you like, "That's genius, and why didn't we think of this already?" Because I agree with you. I've done people's hair, and they've bent over in my sink, and I'm
Right.
washing out their hair. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, "Why didn't we ever think of that?"
I don't know.
Probably because
I
the
just had
counter wasn't
never
big enough. You need a
That
big-ass
was
counter to do
big
genius.
that.
counter. Right.
That's
Right. It
genius.
was Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I
I
think
was
it
just
is
like,
genius.
I've never encountered this before. Okay.
Me neither.
So, obviously, in Kelsey's boyfriend's house, she's got this whole salon room and the sink and everything, and she said that when he built the house, it was for him to get his hair cut there. But obviously, he's never used it, and she decided to get her cosmetology license because she's always enjoyed doing hair and makeup, which I think is honestly, it's a good move. It's a good move,
Mhm.
Kelsey. I think it's a good
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
But would have been the better move would have been, you know what, hun? I'd really like a little salon of my own. Do you think you could set me up?
Yeah,
Can the bank account be in my name?
right.
That would have been the smart.
Yeah. Open a business for me.
Well, maybe one
Open
step
a
at a
business
time.
for
Maybe that's why she got the
Maybe.
license. Now she has her
Maybe,
license
yeah, maybe.
because
Gotta
she
build
just
up
got her
clientele.
license. It's not like she's had it.
Right.
So Ashley's, she's getting her hair done and they're chatting, and she finds out that Kelsey's boyfriend's kids are 3 years younger than Kelsey. So funny.
Okay.
Ashley said, because she is an influencer, like her posting on Instagram is, like a trade for money. That's how she earns her living. And we've said this, like she has a lot of followers. She, I think of all of them, has the most followers, and she probably earns the most amount of money with brand deals and posting. So she
Ashley,
could
right?
totally, yeah, Ashley, who's friends with Rosie. So she could totally understand where Kelsey was coming from, that Rosie didn't put the post up about her getting her hair cut.
And honestly, anyone in that industry, like most industries, social media is so huge now. It's not, it used to be word of mouth, right? That's how you got clients. Your
Right.
clients told their friends. It's not like that anymore. I mean, a little bit, but social media is so huge for stylists now, any kind of stylist, makeup, hair, whatever, that if she is trying to build a clientele, that is how she's going to do it, especially if she's doing it out of her home. Like, how else is she
Absolutely.
gonna do it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I don't think it was that didn't have to be this catastrophic thing, but I understand her being upset that she didn't post.
Well, especially since, like she said, Rosie posts about every other thing that she gets done with every other person. So when you put that into the context, then that's where the problem lies, I think. If it was just that Rosie posted here and there and then didn't do a post for her, that'd be one thing. But because she was the one omission,
Mhm.
I think that's what really got Kelsey jacked.
Yeah. And it feels like it's on purpose.
Well, when she's the only one, then yes, it does feel like it's on purpose because she's the only omission.
Right. And to Rosie's point, it just had to be a conversation, right? Kelsey just needed to say, "Would you mind putting a post up?" And Rosie would have said, "Sure, no problem. Next time we're
And
together, we'll take a picture. Next time we're
Right,
together, we'll
because
take a picture." Because she didn't have the
right,
picture,
because
right?
they
Simple enough.
didn't take a picture when they did it, which that's kinda Kelsey's fault too. Like, right then and there, she could have been like, "Okay," as soon as it was done, like, "Let's take a picture. Do you mind posting it? I'll post it." Like,
No, I totally
I guess that
agree.
Kelsey's gig was she was thinking at it like from a girl's point of view. Like Rosie knows that Kelsey's in the situation that she's in, that she's going to try and do this to build up clientele, that you would have just been like, hey, let me take a selfie and let me help my friend out. Like that it should have been something that I think Kelsey's point of view is that it should have been something that Rosie, if she was a real friend, would have thought of on her own, kind of a thing. Like it's just
No,
something that
I get it.
I don't know.
I get it, but sometimes we can't assume that others are in the same headspace that we are, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
like I said, to Rosie's point, all Kelsey had to do was call her up or send her a text. "Hey, you know what? Do you mind putting a post up and tagging me in it? And maybe next time we're together, we'll take a picture. It would really help my business." What is she? She's not going to say no. She's going to say, of course I would. Right?
If she did say no, then she would be an asshole. But
Right.
give her the
Right.
opportunity to not be the
But
a-hole,
Right.
maybe again, Kelsey's thought process was, oh, she posts everything else. It should automatically be. You know what I mean? Like maybe she just assumed that she was going to do that because she posts every other thing she gets.
Kelsey is assuming Rosie's going to.
Right, because
Right.
Rosie has set that precedence by posting every other thing she gets. So, I don't know.
Or just bringing it up 10 times on a show that's going to air nationally. Maybe that will get way more coverage than if you just asked her to put up a damn post on Instagram a year and a half ago.
We've just talked about it for
That
the
one
past 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So maybe actually Kelsey is the mastermind here behind this whole thing.
Now she gets to pitch
She
in
got
front
us
of
to just say
thousands.
how foolish this is and then talk about it for another 5
Yes,
minutes.
absolutely. Okay, but now we're
We're
done.
just perpetuating the nonsense.
Exactly.
So next we're in Newport, Rhode Island, and Rosie's there for Jack's birthday, and Ashley's there, Joellen, Dolo, Rulla, Alicia, and Liz. Joellen has not seen Rulla since the Studio 54 party, so she's a little, weary about how that's going to go. I thought it was funny when they all get on the boat and Liz offers to help with the boat, and which I thought was great because I love, she's that kind of girl that's just going to jump in. But then the guy that actually worked on the boat wound up like falling, and I was like,
It was
oh,
horrible. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
I
was
was like,
heard
oh
it.
my God.
I was like, "Are you okay?"
I hope
I
he's
know,
all right.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Give him a
hope
little
so.
Rachel Zoe. Are you okay?
Are you okay? But how
Yeah.
embarrassing for that dude, man.
I
Yes.
know. I hope he's
What
okay, actually,
embarrassing.
because that was a bad
Thank God
fall.
it didn't really, like, show his face or anything. It was just like
Yeah,
some
no, we don't
boat
even know
dude.
who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
thank
have no
God
idea
for
who
him.
that is.
We hope you're okay.
Yes.
So Dolo comes over and sits down when I think it was Rosie and Kelsey were talking, and it comes up again about the stupid haircut. You know what? We're not going to talk about it anymore because we've just
No, we're
given
not
it
talking
way
about
too
the
much.
Yeah.
Rosie's then
Rosie
after they have
say, yeah, you're looking for a reason to have a problem.
yes. Yeah. I mean, actually Liz got up and walked away from the situation because they were yelling back and forth at each other at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Liz got up,
Kick 'em
she
out.
walked away, which is perfect.
Smart.
And then when it's all over, Rosie's there crying with her sunglasses on. And she's like, oh my God, my makeup looks so pretty today. And Ashley's like, that's how it always is. Whenever your makeup looks the best, that's when you cry. It's like, okay.
Rosie does talk a big game, though. And then
cries.
and then cries.
And then cries.
And then cries.
But listen, you can't be acting like, woe was me, nobody likes me, when you're nosy Rosie and you stir shit up.
Oh, I like
You're
that one,
running your
Nosy
mouth.
Rosie. Yeah.
You're running
know
your
what I mean?
mouth.
You're running,
Yeah.
like, so don't stop that. Stop that. Stop it.
You're right. Then we're in Greenwich. We're at the Greenwich Cove Marina, and it's going to be the last ride on the Sea Gypsy for Liz and Jerry. That's a big deal. I mean, she's had that boat. They've been together 14 years, and all of a sudden he discovers this is his passion, and he starts his deep sea fishing. And she's like, all of a sudden I was confused. Like, where did this come from? I totally get that. Where would that come from if you never knew that? It's not like she married a fisherman. Like, I married a fisherman. Like, my husband's passion is fishing. Anytime he can go fishing, I know that's his passion. But if it came out of nowhere, I would be
You'd
a
be like,
little
"What?"
baffled too.
Well,
He did win some good dough, though.
I
against
saw
Michael
that.
Jordan.
Yes.
Won some good dough, yeah.
And she wasn't
I
on that trip.
love-
I would have been mad too. I'd have been
I
mad too.
loved when she's saying how, he would leave her and she resented him for it. And then she looks at him and says, now you can't leave me.
Use. I know. I know. I know.
Good.
It
It's so North
She is
Jersey.
so good.
Yes.
Liz is so good. She really is. They're excited for Brianna because now we see that she's 18 weeks pregnant. That's Jerry's daughter. They're going to be grandparents, which
Yeah.
is exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Then we see in East Greenwich, Joellen meets up with Rulla. I'm actually glad that this happened. Like, this is what needed to happen, right? But
Well,
nothing got
if
accomplished.
the outcome were a little different, but
Right.
this,
Nothing got accomplished.
nothing got accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, why put this whole scene together, get these two ladies together, and not, like,
I think
just
they
make it
had to
happen. Just
show
accomplish it.
But the thing is that, I don't know anyone who's actually experienced fake text messages, but I know that like people have accused people of it.
Let me tell you something. When they said AI fake text apps, I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh, you people out there have way too much time on your hands that you would even need such a thing.
Well, I mean, it's people scamming for money,
Okay. I was
People
looking at it from
use
the
it to
personal
scam
point
money.
of view. Okay. I was looking at it from like a personal point of view. I was like, oh my God, like who has time for that?
Right.
But it
But I
is
mean,
easy enough with AI. It is easy enough to
for
fake all
sure.
this stuff. I mean, you
It
can fake
is.
anything. You could fake anything with AI.
So she's
I
saying that the
guess.
messages that Joellen showed her between the mistress and her husband were fake,
Okay.
and that Brian said the woman is unstable.
Yeah, I liked how he tried to throw that pie on the wall so that it would stick and everybody would remember that she's a
I so would love to know what this
homewrecker
whole
and unstable.
I would love to know exactly about this NDA that she signed, when she
Mhm.
signed it, and what was in it.
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
what I wanna know. I would like the Bravo docket to find this lawsuit that has been filed
Mhm.
by Brian against the mistress that she broke the NDA. I wanna know about
Well,
that.
there's so
That's
much
the story I wanna hear.
there's so much going on there. I mean, the whole thing with her going to the cops and saying, "My husband has a tracker on me."
Well, he did. He was
Yeah,
arrested.
right, that's what I'm saying, and now
Yeah.
she's got a tracker on him, and then there's the NDA, and I was like, "My god."
Why do you wanna stay in a marriage where you have to do that to each other? Put a
Yeah,
tracker.
it's crazy.
I mean,
I feel
I don't wanna judge her. I think everybody's marriage is what it is, but, I mean, he goes to the gym every morning, and then Joellen's saying he's at the girlfriend's house.
Bringing a coffee.
I
But
mean,
I think that he put the tracker on her car
he
so
did.
that right, so for the sole purpose so that he could be free to do what he wanted because he would know where she was.
Also, so
100%.
he could
So he
he
could
That
would
stay one
know
step ahead of her.
right, and
he would
that's
know when
not
she was on to him.
absolutely,
Right,
and that's not the
right.
behavior of somebody who's not cheating.
That's not a trustworthy person.
That's that's like
Absolutely. I
that's like
mean, no.
no, no,
That's cheating rule 1. If someone's accusing you, it's because 'cause they're doing it themselves. That's like rule 1 of
absolutely.
cheating, right?
Right,
Yep,
absolutely.
yep, yep.
So there's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
The next thing we see is they're all gonna meet up at Billy's restaurant, Angelo's, because they're all gonna be going to this polo match. Actually, that polo match looks like fun. I don't know, where is there polo around here besides Rhode Island? I would love to go
I
watch
have
a
no
polo
idea.
match.
Well,
I
we've
would
seen
think
it in
Princeton, maybe,
Charleston.
but I would think maybe Princeton. There's a lot of horses in Princeton. Does
I've
Yeah,
been
Princeton have
I'll
a
ask
polo
Eric to
team?
do some research for us.
yeah, I've been
I
to
don't think they
polo
do, no.
I've been to
You
polo in
don't?
West Palm. I've been to polo in
Okay.
Florida, and it's much more bougie than that.
Okay. Well,
That was
I'm
listen,
just
pretty
I would like
telling
to
you.
go.
bougie.
Yeah, I
And
would like to go to any.
it is a lot of fun. Like, when I went, our table was, like, right next to the field, and the horses come flying past you, and you do the divot thing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
yeah,
like to do that. I would like to go to a polo match. So if you could check with Eric to see if there's one in the Princeton area, because I know there's a lot of horses out there, and like they're
yeah,
kind of bougie in Princeton.
for sure.
So Ashley can't go to Rosie's because she is going to Disney, right? She can't go to the polo match. She can't go to Angelo's, right? Ashley's going to Disney.
Excuse me one second, I stand corrected. Princeton University has a polo team. It operates as the
Oh,
Princeton University Polo Club. I
okay.
never knew.
All right, tell Eric, get on it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we want to go.
Yes.
I
Can we wear hats?
absolutely will.
Can we wear hats?
I mean, I thought you had to. I thought that was a
Yes, wear a hat.
requirement.
Yes, we
Although
wear
I'm
a
not
hat.
really a hat person, but I mean, if I gotta do it.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I
And
really
and
Okay.
and I have a plethora
Well, I know you do.
of
yes, yes,
fabulous
we do.
hats.
Or a
Yes.
fascinator, whatever we got to put on. We'll
Yes,
do
we
it.
have
Whatever,
all
yeah.
of it.
So they're all gathering at, Brian's restaurant, Billy's restaurant to get on the bus. The bus is there. They all get on the bus. And all of a sudden, as they're getting on the bus, Brian gets a phone call, an emergency phone call that his mom is going to the hospital and they're going to have to, they get on the bus to say that they're going to have to leave and they're going to meet them there because something's going on with his mom and he's got to go check it out. Okay, well, this timing is a little suspicious. That's what I'm going to say.
It was very strange. I did think when he got that phone call, he was gonna leave without her, and then I would have been like, okay, I'm sold. He's you know
Mhm.
going to see the girlfriend. But then she left with him.
Right. She
Now
left with him.
I saw on the after show that she said that what happened was the father was at the house with the kids. So her and the husband went back to the house because the father was there with the kids. Rula stayed with the father and the kids, and then Brian went to the hospital.
Her husband didn't go to the hospital?
Yes, that's what I just said.
No,
Rula
the
and
woman
her
who went to the hospital, her husband didn't go to the hospital? Like, the father who was with the kids when they were at the restaurant stayed at their house and didn't go to the hospital for his
because
wife?
he had to stay with the kids. They were watching the kids.
But when Rula got back to the house, Rula could watch her kids. Then did
Right.
the father go with
I
Brian?
don't know. She didn't say that. She
He
didn't
must
say
not
that.
have
Okay.
because then her and Brian came back. So someone had to be watching those kids. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
But the thing that was a clincher for me was the ring thing, and production is
Yeah.
so
ring.
funny. The production is so funny how they put him with the ring at the restaurant. And that was where it got 'cause that was a bullshit story if I ever heard one about putting hair gel on your where? Where did you put hair gel on your kid? Between the restaurant and going to the hospital? What
But
what
here's the thing.
what does that
Every
even
time you
mean?
go see this chick, you gotta take your wedding ring off. She knows you're married. She signed an NDA. I mean,
So
it's like a
stupid.
lot. It's like too many facts, are being thrown at us. Like, why do you have to take your ring off? She knows you're married. She won't have sex with you if you're wearing your wedding ring. She knows you're married.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's a show. The more facts you present, the more things for us to talk about on our podcast.
And the more
Oh, that's so
confused we
true.
get.
Was so true. So I love Joellen's timeline. She gave us the timeline. So at 1:15 they got
God.
on the bus and he
I
left.
told you, she's like an FBI profiler.
Yeah.
Yep. Rula calls and is no longer with Brian. 59, she receives a text message that he's going to try to see the mistress. Then at 5:15, they're back at the polo match. So that was, first of all, that was a quickie. I don't know how
That's
far
what
she
I'm
was out, but
saying.
that was a quickie. That was a real quickie. And I'm sure you've seen these pictures that she's posted, the mistress at Rula's house on her balcony.
Mhm.
Like, if that is not putting that shit in her face, that woman, listen,
That
I
woman
would
was in
agree
her
with her.
house?
Yeah, in her
Yes,
backyard. In
in her backyard,
Backyard, yeah.
posting pictures.
But, Brian's trying to say all these pictures are old.
Right.
Like the one
It
that
doesn't
she
matter.
put on
You
Instagram.
were
Right,
having an affair in your own home. Like, go get a hotel, big spender. That's
right.
disgusting. Did you
Yeah.
have sex with her in the same bed you have sex with your wife in? Loser. I
Supposedly,
hate him now.
when they were at Bluestone Manor, for the finale of the Ultimate Girls Trip, the mistress was at the house.
What? Rula's house, not at Bluestone Manor.
Yes, Rula's house. When Rula was
So
at
this was
Bluestone
after the
Manor,
season was filmed.
yes, it sure was. And everyone has said that those Rhode Island women were fighting hard at Bluestone Manor. None of it was on camera, though. It was just them fighting amongst themselves before the camera started rolling.
Well, I wonder
I got to
if
imagine it was about this. I have to imagine it was about this.
And she is
We're going to have to wait
standing
and see.
by her man, though. Did you see her on Watch What Happens Live and him in the audience?
Yep. I give him a lot of credit for showing up in the audience.
Yeah.
Give him
I
any
don't know.
credit. I think he's a loser with a capital L.
Well, he's definitely showing some narcissistic tendencies.
But the problem is that he's doing it because he's getting away with it because she's just not hearing it.
She doesn't care.
I'm not stupid, but you look
She's
at
not.
it.
She doesn't care. For whatever reason, she doesn't care. There's
Right.
got to be a really big reason we don't know about. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's stupid. I really don't think she's stupid.
I mean, book-wise, no. She's obviously a very successful person, but I don't know. I don't know.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see. right? So when he was on Watch What Happens Live, Rulla said she doesn't think Brian's a bad person. He's made grave mistakes. Okay. Andy asked Brian what he thought of the episode. He said he thought a lot of it had been edited out. What I saw about that I hated was the past come back. That was a while ago. What was edited out?
Well, that's
What?
as soon as he said it, I'm like, oh, don't blame editing in front of Andy Cohen.
Yeah. He said it was before. I was a different person then, and now I realize, you know, that like my wife is the woman that I want to be with. I didn't realize that then. What? No.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't because it's so blatant. I mean, you know she knows. I don't think she really doesn't believe it. I don't believe that for a second. I think she knows. She knows it's
I
true.
think
She
she
knows
knows.
it's still going on, and she's just going to deny, which it's not a great look. It's just not.
I feel like she's got an end game that we don't know about. This is what I'm hoping
She
for her.
Listen, maybe
This is
she's
what I'm hoping
Hillary
for.
Clinton. She's waiting it out. You know, Hillary waited it out because she wanted to be president one day. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But that's we've realized at some point that's why she stayed with the guy who stuck a cigar up some woman's
Wow.
chotch in the Oval Office. Who
Boy. How
why
did we
would
get here?
somebody
How
stay?
did
I'm
we
just
get here?
saying, talking about
there's got
Endgame.
end game. There's got to be an end game. I don't know. I don't know that that's the end game. I don't know that Brian has any sort of place that he's going that's going to take Rulla to. But I mean, I feel like there's got to be some end game here for her. I don't know, though. I
Listen,
hope so.
one would hope. It's
Right?
all we,
That's it.
all we
So,
can
what do
say.
you do? I mean,
One would hope.
I understand, like, you want to stay with the husband, the father of your children. I understand that.
Okay,
this
but
man
those
has
kids are
had
gonna
another
those kids are gonna one day see the film.
and know that their father had another woman in
And your
their
mother was
home.
and your mother was a dum-dum. So where are you going with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Makes
don't
no
know,
sense
but
to me.
I'm entertained by it. I really am. I'm here to find out what the end game is. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I feel like we're gonna wait a couple of seasons before we find out what the end game.
It could
'Cause
be.
it's a big storyline.
Maybe
So
maybe Rulla has a side piece.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
possible, but I mean, unless he's like a prince or something,
right.
which
Where are you
again
going?
is very possible. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She is a beautiful
She's
woman.
beautiful. She's
Maybe
beautiful.
I mean, he's
Maybe
so
some-
little too.
Maybe
He's
some
so little,
Syrian
right?
prince. Some
Yes.
Syrian prince somewhere. I don't know.
I hope so for her.
I would love this for her. Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
this for her. All right, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I mean,
I guess so.
yeah, I love this show. I do. It's an
I'm
enjoyable
thoroughly
hour for
enjoying
me.
it.
Anything
Thoroughly
else we want to
enjoying it
discuss?
and all the ways they pronounce things.
Oh my
It's great.
gosh, Alicia is
I love a
queen to me.
horse.
She is
I love a
hysterical.
horse.
Now you can't leave. I was
Yous,
like,
yous
oh my
can't-
God,
no, yous
that's like
can't
sounds
leave.
like my male cousins up north.
It's
Mhm.
great.
Yep, it's so true.
The tree of you.
Yep, the tree.
So good. So good.
Which, to people out there who might not know, that means the three of you. Not everybody knows. Tree means three. It's not TREE. It's TH.
It's also a short nickname for Teresa or Terry. Well, people
Yes.
know that from Real Housewives of New
Yeah,
Jersey, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, so
I
we don't
can't
have-
wait. I can't wait to see what Alicia has to say next.
I can't either.
She's
I
the
am
best.
so
She's the
here
best thing ever.
for Alicia. I'm obsessed with her, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I love
You know
her,
what I
and
loved about
I
her?
love her aunts. I just want to see
Yeah.
her,
Oh my God.
her mother and her aunts.
love
and
her aunts.
and I'd be happy. That's all I need.
Listen, when we go to Rhode Island, we have to go find all of Billy's restaurants and hope to find her in one of
Yeah.
them. I mean, we've got to go to Pizza
Yeah.
Mama's now. We know we got to go to Angelo's. She said he's got 10 restaurants. We're going to be all over Rhode Island trying to find. Maybe we just DM her
Yeah.
and let her know we're coming.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, tell us where to meet you.
Yeah. But what
At
I
least,
do love
at
about
least
her.
tell us which restaurant is the best.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure that when we post this, we tag Alicia in this.
All right, we'll tell.
I love that when the last time she was on Watch What Happens Live, she said that she really regrets that she didn't wear more makeup. This is what I love about her, is that she's absolutely stunning without makeup. Like, she doesn't need any more makeup.
Doesn't
Just
need
Alicia,
it.
don't wear more makeup. Just keep being you, Alicia. Do
Yeah,
not
you don't
wear
need it.
more makeup. Just be you. You're beautiful. Like, you're beautiful. Just be
Yeah.
you.
I think Joellen came over without a lot of makeup too. She's a beautiful girl too.
Yeah, she is.
I agree.
She
I
really
agree.
is. I mean, knowing what she does for a living helps because she has
Right.
access to all those machines and
Right.
treatments, but
Yeah.
God bless her.
Yes. But
She
she
looks
looked good
good.
without a lot of makeup too.
Yeah, she did. She did.
All right, so
Okay.
we'll see what happens next time on Coming Attractions. I saw somebody ask Kelsey, so how are you after the breakup?
I didn't see
That's
that.
right. They
Yes.
did
Yeah,
say that.
they did say that. I don't know. We
I
shall
wonder
see.
where she lives if they break up.
Right.
With her other guy.
Okay. All right. Well, stay tuned. Thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.